Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you today the ultimate content creation and management agent. This massive template does everything from creating a piece of content to posting it on your favorite social media platform with multiple different agents. Let me show you the template in action. This is the first page, right? It all runs through a Google Sheet, so you don't have to keep coming back to n8n. You can technically sell this template itself to a social media marketing agency because this is going to save a lot of people a lot of time. So first of all, if you come here, you have model context protocol, you have these options. I've just input this as a user. This is the kind of post I want to create. It's completely done by AI. So I come back here, I select status, and I'm going to select status as ready to create. But I come to the workflow back, just click on test workflow. And as soon as I click test workflow, multiple things are going to happen. In a couple of seconds, it will start bringing out content and inputting all of that content everywhere. And in a second, we should start seeing that. As you can see, it starts coming up with content for research. So as you can see, like it has already started populating, and it will start populating all the other aspects also. So first it does content research. So it goes ahead and finds out what does the content is the user talking about, and then finally inputs all of this. As you can see, this is all coming in real time, and obviously changes the status to generated. As you see here, you get three different options from choose from, right? So you have an option that is created by an O3 mini model, one by Claude model, and one by Gemini. I've just named it Gem. And then again, based on that, you have three different post outputs that you can compare. You can see which one is better. I have different lengths, so you can plan around. You might want to tweet something, you might want to do something, and it's completely up to you. All of this happens through this particular agent. Let me just zoom in and explain how this works. As soon as I click on trigger, this is where the whole operation starts working. It fetches the detail of what it needs to create, goes line by line and selects which item needs what requirement. First, it goes ahead and researches data. Researching data is pretty simple. Takes a Perplexity API call, goes onto the web, gets the data back, and then sends that input to three different models. It sends to O3 Mini, Claude, and Flash, which is the Gemini model by Google. All of this updates the final sheet, and I have all the content available in here. So this means if you just have an idea, you can execute as many posts as you want, and it will go ahead and create it in multiple different formats. Now, just taking you back to the template, you can see there are multiple variables that I've set up here, right? So it's the system prompt to create. You can also add a system prompt to edit, which I have in a separate variable, and even add a target audience if you want. This is a massive system prompt, all available with the template. So again, let's bring this back. It's a simple template, sets the variable, get the content, and then from there just runs all of these agents and finally brings it to an update option and gets us these three posts. This is just part one of the video. We're going to showcase what to do next. If I bring you back here just to showcase you how it looks, you can see there are multiple options available here. So I have a ready to create option, post 3.7, post gem, and multiple. One thing that I want to show you is obviously the editor option, but let's say you choose one of these inputs, right? So you like the particular input that has come from O3 Mini, like you like the post and you want to directly schedule it. What you can do is just come to the status here and select post O3. Once you select that, I have a whole post management option already available here. Based on your input, it's going to go ahead and bring us to the manage tab, which will have all our information. But again, I want to take you step by step, so just to showcase you what's possible. So let's bring this back. And first, I want to show you how does the editor work. Now, let's say out of all these three things, you don't want to decide what content should be posted. You want AI to decide that too. So if I come here and I select the editor option and I've come to the edit tab, as you can see right now, it just has one input. It has the previous post that I have. It does not have anything else. What I have done is I have here a complete webhook which triggers the editing agent. Let me show you the editing agent. You can see there's a whole editor management option available here. On what to edit, send the post again to Claude 3.7, a thinking based model, so we get a better output, and choose a post which it believes is the best. It also has a massive prompt posted here. I used AI to create these prompts, and you have the prompt available here to use. Now again, let's come back here. You want to use this specific agent to edit. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this editing webhook. I'm going to select listen for test event, come back here, paste the event. I'm just going to click on this link and hopefully this should have workflow started. It picks up one of the posts that it worked out on and finally brings that back to the table. The logic here is it's selecting one of the posts that we have already had. So again, go ahead and see which one did it select. Why are 87% of applications? So post created by Claude 3.7 is the one that it has selected here. The reason behind that, why I wanted an editor to select one of them, was because editors look at multiple pieces and bring something out. So that's what I was looking at. Look at three pieces, which one of this is best. Creating a new piece gives you an option that you have to again think around multiple stuff. Another option that I've created here is that you can also do a manual edit, right? What is a manual edit? You can select manual edit here and add your own inputs, and then that also gets triggered to the AI with your editing skills. It technically fetches what is there to edit in the create sheet. So right now, as you can see, both the status have changed to edited. If I select this to editor, it will take this content from here, this unique ID PF P1F02, and move it to the edit post. I don't want user to do literally anything. They should just be able to use an Excel sheet, and that's it. Everything else works automatically. Automatically select auto edit. Based on that auto edit, it will start running. And the whole editing process happens here. It takes the prompt, sets up the prompt, loop items, sends it to the agent, and finally gets the details from the agent. This solves a ton of our problems of editing or choosing and everything. And this changes the way you are thinking about a workflow. You are merging both the benefits of workflow and agents together, right? Now, just to quickly give you a simple explanation on this, again, here is how we create an agent. We create posts like this, we select what to create, and then there are multiple models on that. And then again, editing agent. This sends back the edited post and collect all the generated posts and then keeps running. Our Google Sheets is just our database which has all the posts. Now we come to the manage part. You might be like, okay, this is great, but I still need to copy and paste this to post. Well, you would be wrong, because you can just select schedule post as an option. Once you select schedule post, you have to select this particular option here. I'm just going to click on test workflow, and it will automatically, as you see, move this particular post to manage tab, which it does not exist right now. Give me a second to run this. As you can see, it automatically moves the post directly here. The only thing I have to do here is, once the post is here, I can choose a platform. I have LinkedIn configured, but you can choose any platform. The status of that is new. So this is a new post. Then you select the date when you want to post it, right? So I'm just going to select today's date and then keep it there. And select LinkedIn here. Again, right now, it's just the default platform in the workflow, and I'll quickly show you that. If I come here on the publishing option, it technically selects what is there to post, creates an image, and then goes ahead and posts on LinkedIn. Now, I have Twitter connected, but I'm not going to post on Twitter right now. I'm just going to show you a post which runs automatically and creates based on this particular input, should technically post on my LinkedIn account. So if I click on test workflow, again, I'm just running the workflow as it is, nothing else to be done. And it, again, right now I have a trigger of every 30 seconds to run this workflow, right? You can obviously choose it to a webhook. There are multiple webhooks that I've created here. So there is one webhook here, there is another webhook here to update the post, right? You can do that with post management. You can also create webhook for every part, or just keep it at the trigger. The goal is that it will remain active and the post will keep running automatically. You can just keep using the sheet, and that's why I have multiple options. The sheet will keep running automatically from there. So again, it just works out really well, given that the whole agent does all the options. It has what to create, the editing agent, post management, and finally schedules the post. And as you can see here, it has automatically started running this whole process. It is going to generate an image and then finally post on LinkedIn. Now again, I'll show you my LinkedIn, but also I want to make sure that I don't have anything crazy going on LinkedIn. I'll delete the post in a second. I still need to do a couple of modifications on what kind of a post I'm going to post from here, right? But again, honestly, this is a pretty good post and I can just keep it because it's decently well done. It has a good image coming from DALL-E, and it will create a post right now. I have kept a couple of hints available here for you so you can see the whole thing. And as you can see, it's going to post an image directly to my LinkedIn post. It also generates the prompt that is required. Let me just zoom in. So you can see it generates the prompt, sees what needs to be posted, and then finally will go ahead and post on LinkedIn, right? Now, the only thing is like, make sure like, you have like, the right prompt defined. It's automatically going to post. So just make sure you have a decent prompt. Most of the topics that I'm using are super easy from the very technical perspective, and then they post from there. So again, that solves a lot of my problems. Now again, you can see the post is live on LinkedIn, and again, that just shows you how we can build. And the post looks pretty decent. I'll add the link of this post in the YouTube video, so you can see this post live because it's written pretty well. And then I'm just going to work across and see how I can modify this more. And then obviously we update that particular status so this does not keep getting posted. You can do the same for multiple other posts. You can choose the platform and add all the other things. You have a single place where you can manage all of these things. You have the manage tab, you have the create tab. You can create as many ideas as you want at the speed of. Just think of an idea, put what you want it to be, and automatically AI will go ahead and figure it out, what needs to be researched about, what needs to come back, and create a final post. And that's the beauty of using all these assistants with n8n. So go ahead and test it out for yourself. Now, if you want access to the template, again, just to give you an idea, this took me literally 2 days to build the whole thing. And it's like, again, it's extremely time consuming to build everything, make sure that it all works and XYZ. This template is going to be part of the community, so the link to join the community will be there. I'm starting this community right now, so I'm also giving the first 30 members 50% off on the membership. The code is first 20 and first 10, so if you use any of these codes, you get a decent membership discount. Go ahead and use them and have fun. The template is already listed and live in the community, and all the other templates in the future will be available here free of cost. Again, I hope you love this. Click that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot, and I would love to see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.